Got my cutter, got my torch. Pour a beverage and I step out on the porch. Grab a cigar, I love that view. I guess it's time for another Poolside Cigar Review. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Poolside Cigar Reviews. Haven't talked to you guys in a while, so I thought I'd pop in and say hey. I'm smoking on a Tatuaje Black Robusto. This was an event-only cigar from 2008, I think, 2007. Not entirely sure what year, because I didn't pick this cigar up at the event. I actually got this cigar from the shop manager at Jerry's Fine Cigars here in Tucson. He lives down in my neighborhood, and about 2 years ago I was over by his house and ran into him, and he ran inside and said, "Here," and he gave this to me. And you know, he'd already had it for quite a while, but I've been sitting on it for about 2 years, and today I felt like it was a good day to smoke it, so here I am. You know, I've said it before, but I'll say it again because maybe you haven't heard it, or maybe you need to hear it again. But I am a big fan of, you know, when you feel like smoking those special cigars, when you feel like burning a unicorn out of your humidor, I say do it. Because I have never smoked one of my special cigars and then regretted it afterwards. Never happened. Now there's, you know, a lot of the time, you know, I'm not a collector, but you know, I hesitate to grab these nice cigars because even though I'm not a collector, I like to have them in my humidor. I feel like it gives me a sense of comfort or security to know that I have a nice hoard of like really super fine cigars waiting for me. So I just put off smoking them, keep putting it off. But again, when the mood strikes, you got to go for it. And I'm not regretting this one bit. The starting to calm down a little bit. You know, at the first light, the dominant flavor notes were definitely black pepper, leather, and earth. But as I get down towards the middle here, that black pepper is almost totally faded. There's still a little bit of black pepper flavor, but none of the spice. The earth is faded off. Now it's kind of leathery with a medium tobacco profile. Incredibly well balanced. I would say this is on the medium side right now. It's probably been medium the whole way, but now it's starting to get on the lighter side of medium, almost medium to mild. And I would bet, based off my experience with the Tatuaje Black Label Petite Lancero and the Corona Gorda, that at one point this was probably a pepper bomb. But with all that age, that pepper's kind of really subdued. Which, if that's a good thing or not, kind of depends on your palate. You know, aging is one of those things that I think is very personal, and I think there's a lot of conjecture with aging, and you just don't know how well a cigar is going to age. Some people feel like all cigars age well, or all cigars will aging will enhance any cigar, and I don't believe that. I think some cigars are better young. And was this one better young? I don't know, because I've never smoked one, but I will say this cigar is not lacking at all. I would say it's about perfect. It's been kind of an interesting smoke, though. I did have to touch it up once, just a little bit. You can kind of see right there. But at times it doesn't produce a lot of smoke, and then all of a sudden it'll just like hit a little pocket, and it'll just start pouring smoke off the foot, almost like a Liga. Pretty interesting. But I dig it. And it's pairing perfectly, absolutely perfectly, with the whiskey I've chosen. Although this whiskey could go with just about any cigar. This is the Highland Park 18 year. You know, Highland Park I've described before as a whiskey that has a little bit of everything, but that's more the 12 year. The 18 I think is a little bit more sherry dominant, but they must use both because I'm also getting some vanilla, kind of like bourbon. Does it say on the bottle? I'm getting some like oaky vanilla that would come with bourbon, some fruity sherryness, some cereal grain, a little bit of iodine, definitely some sweetness up front, kind of like a caramel or toffee. Very interesting, very, very good. Long finish, starts off sweet in the mouth, finishes dry. Wonderful stuff. The only Highland Parks I've had are 12 and 18, and I've had lots and lots of the 12. The 12 is a mainstay in my cabinet. This is the only bottle I've ever had of the 18, and I've been stretching this over the course of a year. And what I do with my nicer bottles of whiskey that I do stretch like that, I use, it's a product that was designed, I think, for wine, and I got the idea from Ralphie, Ralphie stuff, his whiskey reviews. It's an inert gas that you squirt it, you spray into the bottle, and then you cork it, and that gas settles on top of the liquor, so it doesn't oxidize. And that works, it actually works really well. You know, I've been keeping this, and it's perfect. Very, very good. And I just put a drop of spring water in there, let it sit for a couple minutes, and it's ready to go. And boy, is it pairing nicely. I can tell that I'm becoming more and more Arizonan each day. Been in this house for 10 years now. Hard to believe, but it's been 10 years. And right now it's about 65 degrees and sunny. And here I am with jeans and a sweater on. Back when I lived in Ohio, I went to college in Northeast Ohio. 65 degrees, man, I'd be outside in shorts and a tank top, wanting to throw the frisbee and light the grill. Not anymore. Wow. Wow. Blood really thins out when you live in southern Arizona. Delicious. But life's been good. I haven't had any complaints. You know, I haven't done any reviews or put up any videos for a while. You know, sometimes when I do a lot of reviews, if I'm really in the swing of doing reviews, it will start to feel like a chore. You know, I really do like reviewing cigars, but just not all the time. You know, on my part, it requires a lot of thought. I mean, anybody else can do reviews however you want. You know, I'm not here to judge that. But for me, when I really want to do a good review, I like to smoke, if possible, a couple, whatever cigar I'm planning on reviewing, to kind of get my bearings with it. And so it really means it's really a lot of devoting a lot of energy and thought into smoking. You know, every draw I have to kind of analyze, what am I tasting? I'm trying to pick flavors. I'm trying to note how the cigar develops and really pay close attention to it. And a lot of times that's just not what I want to do, because to me, a cigar is a leisure activity. It's meant to be relaxing. And so sometimes reviewing can feel a little bit like work. And so when that happens, when it kind of stops being fun for me and starts feeling like work, I just quit doing it. So apologize. I know people like regular reviews, but I don't get paid to do this. It's a hobby. So I'm not always the most consistent, but that's okay. I'd like to be curious to see how many people this video reaches, because I don't know if there's any activity at all on my channel right now. I haven't been on in months to see, you know, to look at the analytics and see if I'm still getting views or whatever. I would assume that most people that watch my channel have probably seen the videos they want to see, and they don't need to watch them again. So I don't know if people have tuned out, but we'll see. I'm glad you're watching. That makes me feel good. What else is going on? I had a good Christmas this year. You know, my daughter's going to be 4 in about 4 weeks, so she was the perfect age for Christmas this year. She was really into everything, really into Santa, really into the idea of Christmas and music, and it was a lot of fun. We actually got to have a white Christmas, which is pretty special in Arizona. You know, my daughter, since like Thanksgiving, you know, we started the Christmas stuff, she started asking when we were going to have snow. Daddy, you know, I asked, what do you want for Christmas, Abigail? Well, Daddy, I would like it to snow. When is it going to snow? and I have to tell her, look, we live in southern Arizona. It doesn't really snow a lot out here. But it snows from time to time. But on Christmas Eve, or Christmas Day early in the morning, it did snow. Not at my house, but I'm surrounded by mountains. I'm kind of nestled in the foothills of the Santa Ritas, and I'm at about 3,500 feet above sea level. So we got snow on Christmas Eve, and but the snow line was at about 4,000 feet. So we got rain at my house, but snow in the mountains. And luckily, because I'm in the foothills of the Santa Ritas, it was only about a 15-minute drive to get up to about 5,200 feet, well above the snow line, where there was about 3-4 inches of snow. So we got to make a snowman, and we threw some snowballs and I had a good bit of fun in the snow on Christmas morning. So that was a lot of fun. My daughter loved it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a good cigar. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's new for me. Like I said, just hanging out. If you want to see what I'm up to, follow me on Instagram. Is probably the best way to do that. I try to post, once or twice a week at least on Instagram, so you can see, what I'm smoking, what I'm drinking, probably what I'm eating, just generally what I'm up to. I haven't been posting on Facebook lately, but you can always follow me there too. Who knows, that might change. I'm hoping to put up some videos in the next couple weeks. Actually, I was going through my phone, and I actually have 2 reviews that I recorded maybe back in September that I never actually posted. I'll call those the lost reviews. They were both cigars that weren't. One was really good, one was kind of okay, but I didn't post them because I didn't. One of them was a little bit windy. One of them, the lighting wasn't great, so I just ended up not posting that. But I might just post those. We'll call those lost reviews. I think, what were they? The Cornelius Venganza Robusto. What was the other one? I don't know. You'll be surprised by the other one. I can't remember what it is, but I think the other one was pretty good. So, hopefully you're doing well. Something good has happened in your world. Let me know. I always like to hear from you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you're out there watching. But I don't need to talk forever today. Just wanted to pop in and say, hey, let's fingers crossed for a good 2017. It's kind of a uncertain time, we'll say. Although things have to go pretty bad, I think, knock on wood, to affect me. My job's pretty stable. My wife's job's pretty stable. Things have been good. We've been pretty blessed and pretty lucky, so can't complain. We'll see what the new year brings. But anyway, I'll leave you with that, guys. Thanks a lot for stopping by and listening to what I have to say. And until next time, keep your feet in the pool, a drink in your hand, and a cigar in your mouth. Take care. Rest in peace, David Bowie.